Hickock! Starring Guy Madison as Wild Bill Hickock.
Hey! Wild Bill, wait for me!
And Andy Devine as his pal Jingle.
Get up there, Buckshot.
Who? I knew you'd do it. Hey, the clarion call, just as you bet. Now let me see your money.
This is yesterday's paper. I asked for today's. That's all.
Well, what do you know about that? Of all the low-down, chiseling Welshing I ever did see, I'd like to...
Seems to me that was a pretty smart little dog to bring the right paper.
Yeah.
Let alone the right date.
I'm not going to be bluffed into paying just because some old geezer likes dogs.
Is that so? Well, so long, fella. We won't see you later.
Take it easy. Let's not overdo this.
We gotta make it look good so people know we're working together.
Well, maybe that'll teach him to walk forward like regular folks do.
Now I know Rimrock's in here.
Jingle!
Robbie, old pal! I haven't seen you since the second time you lost the Lost Dutchman mine.
Ain't that a fact now? Well, you know... Hello, Wild Bill Hickock.
Rimrock, how are you?
Just fine, just fine.
Well, come here, Savvy, and say hello to your Uncle Jingle. Savvy as smart as he's always been?
Yeah, he's smart with anything. I was just telling Digger O'Dell here.
Oh, yeah. Pretty good then.
I think that he would carry anything that ain't nailed down or too big for him to tote.
Is that so? Well, just to bring your head back down to hat size, I'd like to see him fetch in a little parasol.
Parasol? Parasol? What in consternation is a parasol?
A lady's umbrella.
Oh, I doubt if there's one in town.
Yeah, I'll vouch for it.
Well, if there is, Savvy will bring it in. Savvy. 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 Come here, Savvy. Savvy. Right here. There, boy. Now listen, Savvy. I want you to listen closely. Parasol. An umbrella. Umbrella. A bum shoe. You understand now? A parasol. I want you to go and fetch. All right, now. Go fetch. That's a good job.
Well, that's a rough one, Rimrock. As much as I admire that little dog of yours, I don't think he can make it.
Like to make a little bet on it?
Well, you have $35 on the books over at my place. How about making it double or nothing?
Well, you kind of caught me when I was flat broke, and Now, wait a minute. I have a map here of my gold mine. How about that for security against your saloon?
Now you're talking. I'll put up my place against your map. How's that?
Not so fast, mister. Rimrock didn't mean it that way.
Now, you keep out of this, Wild Bill Hickock. I'm over 21, and I know what I'm doing. You've made a bet, mister. There's the color of my bet. Where's yours?
Well, you're all witnesses. I'm deeding my place to Rimrock, providing his little dog brings back a parasol.
You've made a bet, mister. Yeah, good old
That proves the dog's smarter than you are.
So that's a parasol, eh?
Yes, sir. You should have seen the surprised look on that little gal's face. Sashaying around just as big as she please. When all of a sudden...
Just what is the meaning of this? You frightening a poor defenseless woman with that bloodhound.
There ain't no bloodhound,
You
eh?
keep out of this.
That dog don't belong to me. It's his.
Sure. And that thing you're holding in your hand is a lollipop, I suppose.
Ow, Bill, don't stand there. Show her your badge. Ow. Ow.
If you'll pardon me, miss, I'd like to apologize on behalf of myself and these other gentlemen here. If we'd known such an innocent wager was going to result so disastrously for such a beautiful young lady, I'm sure I, for one, would never have permitted it to happen.
Well, maybe I've been a little hasty myself.
You sure were. You hurt me.
And now I'd like to make amends by having the pleasure of escorting you home. I'll promise you a passage safe from all predatory animals, two-legged or otherwise.
I'd be very grateful, sir. I'd like you to meet my father.
I've been worried about you, Debbie. I don't like you to go into town alone. We've got a very bad element there.
This gentleman happens to be James Butler Hickock.
Hickock, not Wild Bill Hickock.
How do you do, sir?
Heard a great deal about you. Going to be in town long?
My partner and I are leaving in the morning.
Oh, that's too bad.
In what way?
Well, like all new towns, we've got a bad element here. We could use a man of your reputation.
Well, what's wrong with your local police?
We haven't any, except Papa. He's at least organized a vigilance committee.
Stay around long
Sorry,
enough
Mr. Simmons, but I have my orders.
Well, at least I tried.
Good day, sir.
Good day.
Very nice meeting you, miss.
For a lawyer, Papa, you certainly weren't very persuasive.
Well, I'm not through yet. I'm going to call a special meeting of the Vigilance Committee.
Well, if that fails, you let me know.
Debbie.
Where you been? I've looked high and low.
What's the matter? More trouble?
Oh, nothing more than usual. Just old Robbie, when he gets to betting, he don't know when to stop.
First thing you know, he'll lose the restaurant and the mine. You better take him home, Jingles.
I'll do better than that. I'll not only take him home, I'll stay all night with him. Where'll I meet you?
Right here about an hour after sunrise. And don't be late. We got a long ride ahead of us.
Right. Come on, Robbie. Wake up and let's go.
All right, Al, all right.
Come on, Charlie.
At least we're sure he's got a map. And now we know where he keeps it. We better walk the rest of the way.
I suppose another rabbit. The rabbit, all right. But wait for me. I ain't no jackrabbit, you know.
We won't have to go to the shack. The dog's bringing him to us. Around, take care of the dog.
Good boy, Savvy. We'll get Jingles a nice rabbit for breakfast. Old Brer Rabbit all holed up, eh? Well, you drive him around and I'll bang him as he comes out. You down.
That it? Yeah, this is it.
Hickock isn't in. Room clerk says his partner spent the night out at Rimrock Shack.
Maybe Hickock's out there.
Well, let's take a ride out and see.
What's that there?
Man down. That's all right, old boy. Your master's hurt. We're going to try and take care of him. You got to ride into town, Jim, and get a wagon.
Yes, we wouldn't dare move him on horseback.
Obviously, he was waylaid and slugged.
Yeah.
I'll go take a look around his shack, see what I can find.
All right. I'll stay here and see what I can do for him.
Hey, Robbie, did you hear that? That must be Bill coming up the walk. Uh-oh, I was supposed to meet him in town. I'll bet I overslept. Now, where'd he go to all of a sudden? And... Oh, who are you?
Simmons is the name.
Well, good morning, Mr. Simmons. What can I do for you as soon as I get my boots on?
Well, I can't say offhand. Suppose you tell me who you are.
Me? I'm Jingles P. Jones, Deputy Marshal.
Hickock's partner?
Truer words were never spoken.
Where is he now?
Well, in town, I guess. I was supposed to meet him an hour after sunrise.
Been here all night?
Yes, sir, and I had a good sleep, too.
You didn't hear anything.
Oh, was I supposed to hear something?
Well, yes. You didn't hear anything violent sounds, like fighting, let's say?
Was I supposed to hear sounds like that?
Where's Rimrock Robbie now?
Well, he slept right there all night. I guess he can't be far. Oh. Hey, what is it? You talk like a lawyer. Am I on trial or something?
You might soon be at that.
Me for what?
For criminal assault on Rimrock Robbie, and if he dies, for his murder.
What? Where did this happen?
About 100 yards from here. Close enough for any normal sleeper to be awakened by the rumpus. Now, if you'll just cross your hands on top of your head, we'll be getting into town.
Well, how am I going to get my boots on with my hands up here?
Yes, I see that does present quite a problem. All right, put your boots on.
Both hands?
Both hands.
The least you could do is let me talk to Wild Bill Hickock. How's Robbie? Can I talk to him?
I'm afraid not. He's sinking fast.
Well, did he talk? Did he tell you I didn't do it?
He hasn't regained consciousness. We're going to hold you for the circuit court.
I demand my release right now on bail. Insufficient evidence and,
Habeas corpus?
Yeah, how do you expect me to think of them big words with my hands tied behind my back? Smart, I think I just... Bill Hickock will just split this town right down the middle. Bill, gee, am I glad to see you.
What happened? Where they got you tied up?
Oh, they got me for bushwhacking old Rimrock Robbie last night. And you know I wouldn't harm a hair in that old man's head. Tell him, Bill.
On what grounds are you holding my deputy?
For criminal assault. Happened about 100 yards from Robbie's shack. He was supposed to have been sleeping in there all night, yet claimed to have heard nothing.
That's pretty thin evidence, Simmons.
It sure is.
I think I'll take a look at Rimrock.
He's hurt bad and can't be disturbed.
Now, look, Simmons, if you haven't got a victim, there's no crime. I'm not even sure Rimrock's in there.
I'm sorry, Mr. Simmons, but old Robbie is dead.
Poor old guy, he wouldn't hurt nobody.
Let him go, Simmons. He didn't do it.
The charge is now murder. And don't try anything violent.
Don't worry, I'm a lawman myself.
If you're so sure your friend is innocent, why don't you clear him by bringing in the guilty parties?
This is a pretty low trick to get me to stick around.
Mm-hmm. But when a man holds all the aces, you can't blame him for forcing the game.
Where'd you say you found Robbie?
A clump of trees about 100 yards from his shack.
Sit tight, Jingles. I'll see what I can do.
It's good enough for me, Bill.
Hi there, boy. Huh? Are you as smart as they say you are? Huh? How'd you like to help me catch a murderer? Okay, let's go. This should be about it. This must be where they jumped him, all right. Well, come on, Savvy. Come on, boy. Get on it. This ought to bring back some memories that'll get you plenty sore. So this is what he was hit with. They were after the map. You know where the mine is, boy? Take me to the mine, boy. Come on. The mine, boy. The mine. Savvy. You don't have to bark at every gopher you see. Now, come on. Come on, boy. For a while, I thought that dog was going to give us away.
Well, you can stop thinking and keep that carbine aimed. Hickock's liable to come around that bend any minute.
What makes you so sure he's after us?
What else? How do you account for the dog?
That little critter gives me the willies. So smart, it's like he's human.
Hey, boys. You're looking in the wrong direction. I've walked away from battles like this before, Digger. How many have you walked away from?
You're probably a real shark at the pool table, Digger. But you never played pool with a pistol. For example, you see that dead branch hanging over your head? How about me bouncing a ball off that boulder to your right?
Yeah. A lucky shot, Hickock.
Then how about me hitting one into that cactus just beside your head? Just a little more angle ought to do it, Digger. Next one ought to be right between your eyes. But I'm going to hold on to myself, Digger. I'm going to give you a good 10 seconds to make up your mind. You better start counting, Digger. This is it.
Don't shoot, Hickock. Don't shoot. I'm coming out. Here's my gun.
Where'd you hide your horses?
A little ways up the trail.
We'll take a look at your friend first, and we'll go get him.
Here comes Mr. Hickock.
Here are your prisoners, Simmons. And here's the map to convict them. This is what they were after.
Congratulations, Hickock. You've done our little town a great service. Now that Jingles is out of jail, put those two in.
Rimrock!
I hope you don't feel hurt, Bill. You see, I thought it was a pretty good idea myself. But being that I didn't know who it was that slugged me.
I'm sorry, Hickock. It was the only way.
Bill, I'm free. I'm free. Let me shake your hand. You're the same pal as always. Let me tell you something. Bill, it can't be.
They really put one over on us, Jingles. Old Robbie played possum while they labeled you, but it was all for a good cause.
Why, you old scoundrel, standing by and letting me suffering through all that misery? I got a good notion to take you over my knee. By golly, I think I will.